Hi, hello, and welcome back, everybody, to Sakura Dungeon. Last time we finished out defeating the fourth level boss, the fourth floor boss, the witch, and we got a spell to this door. I didn't want to force you all to, watch me walk down here, so here we go. I begin chanting the words of the spell. Arcane runes begin to spin in front of me, aligning in a square pattern. These runes engrave themselves into the door surface and slowly fade away. I feel the magic around the door immediately dissipate. There, says Yomi. The door should be unlocked now. It was fascinating to watch you do that, says Siri. I have never had any talent for magic, but I've always loved watching people use it. It's a strange feeling, says Siri, knowing that I can use it as your servant. Anyone can use magic, Siri, says Yomi. It's a matter of tenacity. I could try and teach you magic if you want, says the bunny girl. I know just enough to cast spells. I would like that, says Siri. I would like that, rabbit, says Siri. And here I was thinking you were like me, says the boar girl. Just just hit your enemy until they fall over, knight. I don't get it, but okay. That approach isn't going to work for everything, says Siri. One, says the slime girl, must always consider many possibilities. I completely agree, says Siri. The cat looks really smug for some reason. Yes, you can use magic by yourself, and I can't. Stop looking so, Stop looking smug now, says Siri. Magic is just another weapon, says the spirit warrior. If it is wielded with ineptitude, then it will be as dangerous as a blunt knife. Hit on that. Alright. Off to the fifth floor? Oh boy. Alright. We hear a small bark in the darkness. What was that? Asked Siri. A small furry fox appeared, letting out another yelp. Aww, Siri says. Siri kneels down. Aren't you cute? She asks. Siri reaches out to it. You sure you want to pet a wild animal? Pet wild animals like that? Asked the cat girl. You could get rabies after all. Siri? Asked the bunny girl. I believe you shouldn't try to pet these foxes. If it's a pet of who I think it is, then we may be in for a rough fight. Nonsense, says Siri. What's the worst thing that could happen? The fox sniffs her hand curiously. Ow. Then nips one of her fingers. Ow, what was that for? Siri asks. Are you okay, Siri? Asks the bunny girl. I'm fine, she says. But why did it bite me like that? She asks. Let's just hope that it wasn't a rabid fox, says the cat girl. Now's not the time to worry about that, says Siri. The creature retreats down the hallway, bounding into the arms of a figure. Oh, Fox Tamer. Good job. You found an enemy for us to defeat, says the Fox Tamer. I'll make sure to give you an extra long belly rub when we're done. A Fox Tamer? We'll have to watch out for the foxes that she sends at us. Well, if it's one of the Fox Tamer's pets, says the cat girl, then I doubt that we'll have to worry about rabies. Looks like we have a fighter on our hands, says Yomi. I guessed as much earlier, says Siri. Two arms, she shouts. Looks like she took being bitten very personally. Alright, we're gonna try and capture her. Nice. Go with a straight impact. With a dust. Oh, okay. Come on. Bada bing, bada boom, we got ourselves a Fox Tamer! Fox Spirit comes in all shapes and sizes, don't they? She's an interesting one for sure, says Yomi. Monsters are born of the land, so they have a natural connection with it, especially with animals. Even though it's embarrassing, says Siri, I must admit her method of fighting is quite effective. She touches her face. I cannot say that I ever want to have one of those animals be thrown at my face again. What can go wrong? What can go wrong will go wrong, Siri, says Yomi. That is simply the way life works. If we could only change the way life works, says Siri. That would require consulting the Eldritch powers, says Yomi. Let's not go any further with that thought then, says Siri. Alright, we have ourselves a warp pad. Another teleporter, says Siri. It's a shame that there isn't one on each floor. Yes, usually the only way to make any permanent progression to push through multiple floors at a time. And says Yomi. And yet we've managed to do just that twice now. Yes, says Siri. The progress we've been making is surprisingly fast. I've had some slow adventuring parties before. They aren't fun, trust me. Oh really? Asked Yomi. What happened the last time you ended up with a slow party? I got bored and left several weeks after. Excuse me. I got bored and left after several weeks of camping in front of the dungeon entrance, said Siri. Oh? Asked the bunny girl. What were they doing all this time? Deliberating on how to best approach the dungeon, said Siri. What supplies would be needed, and how the loot should be distributed. Who should lead the way, and whether or not we should just flee. That sort of stuff, says Siri. That would be really boring, says the cat girl. Considering how fickle a cat's attention can be, I doubt she would be able to withstand a prolonged expedition. That's when you just crack some skulls and then tell them to hurry up, says the boar girl. You really lack any kind of tact, don't you? Asked Siri. Believe it or not, that's a way to quickly make enemies. I'd rather have no tact than wait around like an idiot, says the boar girl. I, starts the slime girl, don't mind a lack of speed. Well, says Siri, not all of us live as a slime does. Perhaps, says the slime girl, you need to learn to relax. Yeah, Siri, just chill out, you're too high strung. I have a long high standing guard duty at times, says the spear warrior. So I know how much of a pain waiting is. The longest I stood in one place was several years. That failed expedition doesn't seem so bad now, says Siri. It seems like Siri has some bitter memories of exploration. Use the teleporter. Yeah, let's head on back. My humble master, welcome back, says Isabella as she sees the party. Good to see you again, innkeeper, says Yomi. It seems that you have a guest, says Isabella. A guest? Yomi asks. Who might that be? I'm not sure, but she insists that she had to see you, says Isabella. Something about you and her being old partners or something along those lines. Whoever they were, they definitely knew about you. They were waiting outside if you would like to speak to them. I have little else to do, says Yomi. Let us see who they are. I step outside. The loud voice immediately rings in my ears. There you are! Nani, who are you? Cute, but who are you? A tall, dark-skinned woman stands before me, her hair flowing, cascading down her shoulders. I cannot tell if she is happy or not to see me. Where have you been, Yomi? She asks incredulously. You've been not visiting my village for hundreds of years, and now your servants tell me you're back? This strange girl asks. Oh, hello, Silva. I don't know. It has been some time, hadn't it? Asked Yomi. It has been some time, says Sylv. How did you end up getting sealed? She asked. You have no idea how many questions I have. Believe me, my memory is not very reliable right now, says Yomi. So I probably have as many questions as you do. I look her up and down. It's nice to see that you've grown into a fine young woman, says Yomi. Actually, it's kind of shocking to see her this way. When I last saw her, she barely came up to my knee. Oof. I've only had several hundred years, Yomi, says Sylv. So who did it? I can see a spark of magic lingering in her eyes. She has undoubtedly trained in the art of magic in my absence. I want to know who sealed you, says Sylv. I do not remember. Sorry, says Yomi. Whoever they are, they would be long dead by now. They were humans, after all. Damn it, says Sylv. I cannot defend the honor of the one whom I admire most. She hadn't lost her temper at all, it seems. So, how's your village doing, asks Yomi. We've been fine, says Sylv. Ever since you saved us all that time ago, we've managed to prosper. And it's not really a village anymore, she says. More of a hidden metropolis than anything. I see, says Yomi. You've really prospered in my absence. But it wasn't the same without you there, says Sylv. You have no idea how much I've missed you. To just suddenly disappear one day. It really pained me that I never knew what happened to you, she says. Well, I'm here now, says Yomi. So, you do not need to worry. I'm glad you're here, says Sylv. So you're trying to reclaim your dungeon, I heard? Yes, I am currently working hard on that, says Yomi. Please let me come with you, says Sylv. It's hard not to think of her as a little girl anymore. Well, I will not turn down any ally, says Yomi. Then it's settled, says Sylv. Let's work together, Yomi, says Sylv. I'll be here to protect you now. You don't have your power anymore, but you at least have me. I appreciate it, that Sylv, says Yomi. So let's do our best then. Ah, Sylv has joined the party. I wonder if she's a permanent party member or not. Ah, yes, I forgot about our Fox Tamer. Alright. There's been one group of prisoners that have been rather rowdy, and they're all centered around one figure. Don't worry, says the Fox Tamer. We'll all work out a way to get me out of here. No one will get left behind. She leans in to listen to one of her pet foxes. No, we can't do that, says the Fox Tamer. Leaving you all behind so I can go free isn't right. So, there's someone here. Quick, all of you hide. Surely enough, all the little animals surrounding her disappear into her surroundings. Impressive trick you did there, says Yomi. You must have trained these little fellows very well. You can't forget it. Forget it if you excuse me. You can forget it if you want me to show you my training techniques, says the Fox Tamer. No, I do not wish to steal your techniques, says Yomi. What I would rather is what I would rather want you to do is to work with me, says Yomi. Work with you, asks the Fox Tamer. Yes, says Yomi. I am proposing that you abandon your current Dungeon Lord, and accept me as your new one. Well, says the Fox Tamer, I'll have to talk to everyone about it. After all, this is a decision that affects all of us. She motions for her animals to emerge from the hidden places. So, says the Fox Tamer, this is how it is. She wants us for her to work for her. What should we do? She asks all of her little pets. All of them huddle together, speaking in short yelps and barks. Well, they seem to be okay with it, says the Fox Tamer, and that means that we can spend a lot more time on the surface. They like to have walks in the sun, and we haven't been able to do that lately. You can spend as much time on your walks as you like, says Yomi. So, do we have a bargain? She asks. We do, says the Fox Tamer. All of us here will be very pleased to work with you. The Fox Tamers joined your party. Alright. Let me organize the party here. Alright. I'm gonna drop this bunny girl. Oh, oops. Okay. Okay. We're swapping her out for the slime girl. Cause she's just not very good. She just yeah, Yes, so yeah, I guess I have to go to organized party. Let's get Sylv and the Fox Tamer up front. How about it? Alright. Well, I know we kind of didn't do much, but we did meet Sylv and we did get our Fox Tamer. So, I'm going to call it here for today, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Sakura Dungeon. I hope you enjoyed as always, and I will see you next time, everybody.